And greetings, everyone. Yeah, you're doing research. I am going back to the power plant. Right. I need to remember that there's actually a merger here. Are you that close to it? Yep. Yep. Are you really that close? No, you're not. Okay, what happened then? That is the same. Is this the same? Did I not this up correctly? Looks the same. You're not supposed to be that color. Okay, so how come? For one thing, you're also missing that. Okay. Are you guys misaligned? Is that what's going on? Yeah, that's what's going on. How did I do that? Actually, I need to redo to change that too. That's going to be this one. Hey, hey, Grinwitz from YouTube. Welcome back. Learn new ways to do something almost every time. Cool. I I won't claim that it is the reason I do this, but you know, anytime I can help, I am pleased. Okay, before we do that, let's put the pipes. We need to go to this color. And how are you doing today? Yeah. That's the downside of having these already put in. A little difficult to see. Working through the holidays, but you're good. I'm glad you are good. I am technically working through the holiday, but I'm self-employed, so it's my own decision. I don't celebrate the holidays. I'm not. So, you know, I don't have, I can't complain about it since it's my decision. But I am doing well. Had a good day today. Did some editing, then this afternoon wrote a chapter. And yeah. It was good. And I had to tear down this section that I built yesterday because I made a mistake in the alignment. So. Okay, and you can. Those are going to be coming from that direction. So. I'm still working on turbo fuel, same as I was yesterday. I believe you dropped by yesterday. If not, I apologize for confusing you with someone else. But yeah, I'm still building my turbo fuel factory, and realizing that when I build the next module, I will have to do it differently. I will have to make alterations because there is, I'm not going to say a flaw, but it basically, this design, well, not this design, but when this is built on top of my previous fuel plant, which is designed to work with 10 refineries twice. Apologies. Didn't hit the button properly. And turbo fuel works in sets of 3 refineries. So I'm gonna want to retool everything to better work with that. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But that'll be one for the next factory, because I need to get this fully going first so it can take over the generators that this factory right here is powering. I think this one's powering the back, so it might actually be easier to do. I'm gonna have to cut a connection, I think, but yeah, that is for afterwards. Okay, so that's coming this way. It's gonna be a splitter. Let's check something. Could overclock. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, I could not well, yeah, I could overclock. That is definitely a way that it could be done. Okay, so yeah, that's not where I want you. I will state that I am not a fan of overclocking if there's a different way to do it. It is definitely a personal preference. And there's a few places where I've had to do it, but if I can do it differently, like if I can do it without overclocking, that is how I prefer doing it. Okay, so ma'am, get it ticked in again. Okay, that's gonna connect. Before all this can run, I'm gonna have to deal with the coal and the sulfur, and that is a place where I may not have a choice but to overclock, because I suspect I'm going to run out, and I really don't want to have to go hunt down coal and sulfur any further. Like, coal is here, sulfur is back there, and and if I can't make what's here work, what's here and what's here work, I gotta go look really far, because after that the closest coal is all the way up here. Sulfur is here. That's too far for me. So the odds are I'm going to have to put down tier 3 refineries and overclock them. Am I using Al Turbo Fuel recipe? No, I looked at it and I didn't find that it was worthwhile to me. When I looked at it, it didn't produce significantly more Like this is the regular one. There's the blended, and there's the heavy fuel. And look, if I use Satisfactory tool, which tends to be the website that I go to when looking at, okay, how am I supposed to build something? What's the best way to do something? You have never the alt recipe? I mean, da, 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 da. So the difference between the blend recipe and the regular recipe is that the blend recipe takes 5 crude oil less for every 100 turbo fuel you make. To me, that is not a significant enough change that I consider it worthwhile. And again, the thing to remember is that all these decisions are personal. And the other... That's the blended. That's the heavy oil. Compacted coal. And the heavy oil actually takes more oil. So ultimately, it's about looking at it, figure out what works. Because the heavy oil turbo fuel has an advantage that it requires fewer machines, I think. But I'm comfortable with this recipe. It gives me what I need. So at this point, I don't really think about it anymore until... I need that. This needs to be a splitter. Until a new, until they provide a very different recipe, then it's going to be this one for me. Really? Actually, no. On this is the merger side. So you are merging and going on that side. The splitter is on the other side. You're coming, you're going, yeah. That's where you should be. And between the two is the packager. There we go. It's going to be here, here. And you know, figuring things out is, well, can be part of the fun. All right. Okay, and you guys are actually not in that direction because you need to exit that way. And making mistakes is also definitely part of it. At least for me, I lack the ability to see ahead. What did I do for belts over there? That's Mark 5. Okay, we're going to stay with Mark 5 just so that we don't screw things up. Not needed at this point, that's for sure. And the other aspect to remember is to have fun. And that's one place where I don't always succeed. I feel that I'm doing better with this game than I've had in all my previous ones. But I have a habit of letting the game overwhelm me and it stops being fun. It's literally why I'm not working on the next recipe I should be working on right now. Because I should be working on turbo motors. I should be... Because it's something that I'm going to need to, you know, make tier 3 miners, which I know I'm going to need. So, I mean, I have an advantage in that I have a stockpile of turbo motors that, you know, a mix of the doggos giving me some and finding them as part of hard drive hunting. But I don't have enough that I can rely on them. Whoa! What the hell? Huh. Okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. So, I'm going to have to be, you know, I'm going to have to... And what's probably going to happen is next Sunday, when me and Zorth play together, we're probably going to work on that. There are things I find easier to do with a friend. All right, let's see if this, if I actually have aligned this properly, because that should go right that, go like that. Okay. Okay, all right, all right, all right. How many do we have in here? Got that. Okay, now to figure out how to carry power. Hmm, do I have space? Well, I mean, hmm. I'm gonna need to have it go through a wall anyways. So doing that gives me the one that goes through the wall, and then I can bring it up to the next floor. Here, I'm not going to be able to put it there, but I can definitely put it here. This one will continue up to that way when you get the when I give it a roof, and I think I'm going to remove that just so it doesn't poke through the wall. Now, how am I going? Where am I picking the power? So this is connected directly to the generators. Here, that's there. Right, it does show the scene. Right, because all of that is full. Hey, Akla. Are we going to have Satisfactory nuke explosion celebration of the year tonight? Nope. I do not celebrate. Yes, it would, and it's probably why we don't get it as a starting item. Pretty nice. Oh, right. You do not have the recipe. Keyboard is going key repetition and it's bothering you that it's the A. Maybe you need a new keyboard, or maybe you need to have the keyboard cleaned. Some special alcohol that can you can sink your keys in. I hope you find it. I hope you manage it. Okay, so while that's happening, I am going to... So you are the top line right here. And you're back here. Okay, I need to... I should be able to shut this down completely, so... Let's see if I can find. You are still green, so where's power coming? Where is there more power coming from? So here. Okay, good. You're still green. I did not disconnect you. And you're still green. Oh, yeah, that would probably help. So, yeah, the plan is to basically let this drain out completely. It's going to take a while. And once this is drained out, I am going to empty the pipe, actually redo the entire pipe, because you know what? Maybe I should just redo the pipe. Really? Too long? So that would not have worked? Huh. Okay, well then. I think I'm gonna go one above this. What I want. I want this guy right here. Okay, so that is actually what I want. Now, the problem is this, so... Oh, I see. I made the turn because of this guy right here. That's 20. That's 30. Okay, so that's 30. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. Yeah, that's 60. Okay. I know which one I'm shutting down, so I don't really have a choice. I gotta go there. And if I'm gonna do that, I don't have a choice. I have to be in the middle lane. Or actually, no, not even in the middle part. Well, no. No, because this guy would get in the way. All right, this is going to get removed. And the rest is going to get adjusted. You know what? I'm going to redo this. How did I get the walkways? They are made to snap at the flat side of the top. So it's just about, you know, connecting them like that. The thing to pay attention to is that they're not it's hard to even put them evenly. So what I do is I build part way on one side, then just cover the other ones. There's a bit of overlap of the fence. Quite a few machines will have a place like that where it's possible to snap. Like on the constructor at the back, you can snap the catwalks. On the refineries, it's at the sides like that. Looks like... Okay, so it looks like the manufacturer doesn't have it. And neither does the assembler. I'd never looked at them because they're close enough to the ground that I don't usually bother connecting them. And even the refineries, I hardly ever connect them. But yeah, if you take a catwalk and you move it around these grated type structure on your machine, you'll find that sometimes it will want to connect. All right, let's go back to this. Ah, right. All right, everything's full, and you are out of. All right. Mhm. Let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, redesigning this will mean redesigning absolutely everything. Which is why I like trying to get it right from the start, but I never do because I've never advanced this far. This is the first time that I've gone this far and not driven myself insane. Wait, why aren't you guys yellow? Oh, because I did not do this. And I screwed it up. This is too far. This is not where it should have been. Huh. So that you can actually do more than 4. Three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, will you do? Yeah, a little bit right here, but I'm not gonna care. All right, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to just take it from there to, actually, because if I do that, I'm going to get an angle. I really don't want an angle. You are just a little, okay. Straight. Centered, so I want 1, 2. If I do that and center it. Yep, that's gonna work. Yeah, same here. Straight pipes is going to be really nice. Oh, wow. You guys are already empty? So I should see power fluctuations. And this is happening a little faster than I thought it would. But that's okay. Not yet. But eventually these are all going. Wait, what? Oh, you guys have already dried out. Right, I'm at 23. Okay. Well then, that kind of takes care of that. Oops. Because I guess without the machines running, they lose the head lift. So if I wanted to really empty the pipes, I would have to put a a pump back there. But as I said, I'm not interested. I don't. I want to try something. Okay, so that's gonna do that. That works. Add a management console decoration that actually is functional, like the console on Planet Crafter. I have played it, where you can see pipe flow, power, conveyor. Yeah, that would be interesting. Like I personally don't know that I'd make much use of it, but yeah, I can see it. I can see how that would be useful. Can make AI limiters, space elevators, and quantum computer boards. I can see pipe flow if we walk up to it. Well, one of the issue I think that you'd encounter with such a system is that the flow is not the same everywhere. So there would need to be a way of marking where the flow's coming from, so that you know what you're looking at when you're looking at a console like that. And I'm not saying it's insurmountable, but that is something that would have to be taken into account. Because, you know, if I look at a screen and it gives me pipe flow, is it this one? Is it the one at my other factory? You know, which network of pipes is it telling me? In Planet Crafter, because we're looking at global information, you know, it's the planet readout that you're getting. So on that level, it's a little simpler to give us, you know, a screen to look at to get the overall information, because that's what matters. Here we could be in trouble. Okay. So here's the interesting thing. Each of the component powers 20 of these. $20, $40, $60, $90. So I've got 90 in total. So I'll be able to power 2/3 of this just off of that factory. which after would let me upgrade and change this one to fully reflect, I guess, the all right, so what I need to do is shut everything down. Well, yeah, I'm gonna shut everything down because oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? Okay, I did not shut down everything. Right, wait. Right, you have fuel in here. But are you not connected? Oh, no, you are not connected. That's part of what happened. You're not on the network. Yeah. Oh, and that would definitely be smarter. I'm not exactly quite. I'm not quite that clever. But okay, you're on. So one. Okay, part of the issue also is that this is not split in groups of 20. These are in group of 20 because that's kind of what fit. But this is 26 over here and then 4 over there because that's what I have the space for because there's iron iron ore over here, so I had to stop. Like, it's working with the available space. Yeah, my plan was to make, like, these guys are going to be 30 long. So 15 and 15. That's the plan for these. But for this one, I had to go over there. So yeah, I'm going to you're gonna burn that off. I'm not worried about it. So yeah, I'm gonna turn everything off. But and what you're pointing out is that something else that if I were to rebuild everything knowing what I know about turbo fuel, well, yeah, I would make sure to build my generators in blocks of 20 so I could have a power switch to control all of that. Now, I don't know where I would build it because I don't know that building the generators here is all that great. The landscape does not lend itself to and actually, you know what? Did I turn you off? Yes, I did. basically one of the things I had to learn to make the game, and definitely using power connector on each building. Yeah, once I had access to blueprint, making my blueprint so that my machines can be daisy chained became something like, I was doing it before we had blueprint, but it was a hassle to do that because I mean, I have to do it without blueprint for the water extractors because there's no way to blueprint those. So, basically I'll put a wall on here for those. Then take a pipe, a pillar, line it up best as I can, and that will sometime take a few tries, and then just go across the board and use them. Basically, I use them to sort of snap this almost, I have, like, it's not perfect. Like, I would really like it to be nice and centered, but there's no way to make that happen. But yeah, it's and it's one of the nice thing about the about this game is that you have a lot of leeway, although not as much as I would like at times, to be creative. But yeah, things that for me make the game more enjoyable is not playing as long. And, trying to remember that it's just a game, that there is no requirement to do things a specific way. One of the issue I caused myself the first times I played is that I watched a lot of videos of, expert at the game playing and building these gigantic factories that are really, really amazing. The problem is my mind doesn't work that way, and trying to do that only served to frustrate me, to basically drive me insane and quit the game. But and so it's why now I only play about 2.5 hours at a time. So I start at 5 p.m. my time, at 7:30 ish. If I'm in the middle of something, I'll finish whatever I'm doing, and then design part of a brain doesn't have the. Well, the thing, you see, my issue is that I cannot envision multiple steps ahead. I don't realize something might be a problem until it becomes a problem. And that's slightly frustrating. But I know that about myself. So I try to not lean into it because, it's just something that is. But, I try to not let it frustrate me. So, I'll build, I build these fuel Satisfactory, knowing that it wouldn't be their final design, knowing that somewhere down the line I would realize something and I would have to make changes. And I did. And now I'm realizing again that I need to account for a further change. And once I've got things set up, once I've taken over a certain amount of the fuel, of the power, I'll tear down the one that's on the side, and I'll use it to try and redesign the system working with what I've got. And the thing is I know that the design is almost certainly going to change again when it comes to dealing with rocket fuel, because I've never done rocket fuel. Like I said, this is my first time seriously doing turbo fuel. So, the odds are that when it comes time to do rocket fuel, I will find out that my design is not correct. Like, let's say that right now I were to restart a game. Well, I would build my starter fuel production with turbo fuel in mind. Yeah, it is part of the game, but it's a part of the game that I had a hard time getting used to. I want to make things perfect from the start. So accepting that tearing factories down, starting from scratch, is part of the game loop. Took me a while. And the odds are, if I were playing completely alone, I don't know that I could progress, because as I've mentioned, the turbo motor recipe scares me. It is the largest recipe that I've had to deal with, and looking at it utterly terrifies me. Oops. Wait, does that mean that I haven't come here? It's turned on. And I'm not going to say it's the reason I play with Zorth. I mean, Zorth's a friend of mine, and this is the only time we get to hang out because we live on opposite side of the country. But it is definitely something that I have an easier time dealing with when I have company. Because, we can split the job. We can split the attention. I cannot touch railways. Railways drive me utterly bonkers. I'm also not a fan of trucks, which is why right now, even though I'm fairly advanced, everything is moved by belts right now. Once this is done, once we're more advanced, I will probably play with the drones because they are unlocked. But I like trucks and trains. I don't think I will ever play with them. Okay, so actually, you're not on there. Now for the fun times. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn one of you guys off. And same here. All right, so, okay. You are going to take 15. So 15 times 8 is 30, 60. So 120, 240. So I need 360 compacted coal. I'm probably gonna run out of power here because I've got this pretty distant, or maybe not. All right, so oh, this is copper. Oops. Oh well. So I only have. Oh no, it's right there. Okay. Okay, so you are 240. 240. 240. And 240. Okay. So, So, actually, wait. I can overclock you at 360, I think. Oh, speaking of, I believe. All right, so power shards. Yeah, that's 360. And I'm going to have 4, and I've got 4. Right now they're busy and stuff like that there, but all right, you know what? Copper. Let's bring you back. Tier 2. Oh, wow. Supercomputer is full. Cool. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. doing over there, buddy? All right, and here I have just 3. That's gonna suck. Ah, but this is 480. Okay. 240. 120. Ugh. I thought we might do it because if you had been 240, that would have given me 4 in total. But you know, I can overclock you guys a bit more. That's 600. That's 480. That's 360. Yeah, I'll probably have to play with level of overclocking because I have 2 here. I have 1, and I need 120, which is right here. Okay, I'm good. I don't like the structure, but I'm good. Okay, all right. So what I need now is to set things up. Hey, Zorth. Well, yeah, yeah. It's advancing. It's approaching. It's going to be something. We're still gonna need to work on, well, to build the turbo fuel factor, the turbo motor factory on Sunday. But oh no, that is the right side. That's gonna have to be at least this. Tier 5 belt is 780. So 360, so 720. So yeah, I'm gonna need 2 of these belts, which means I'm probably gonna want to upgrade this guy. But now I need to figure out where I am going to make the compacted fuel, because the turbo fuel factory is actually done. Building's there. It's ugly, but it's there. I have drained and shut down the... actually, you know what? I forgot to do something. I forgot to remove this. So now the pipe network is clean. And I can actually do something else. I can... And welcome to the stream, Zorth. I wasn't expecting you to drop by on a Tuesday. All right. So. Except for the sheer size that factory is going to have to be. This is... No, I'm not on it. New Year's Eve. Oh, right. New Year's Eve today. What if I was wait to go into the office for 4 hours? I understand. I fully understand. So does that mean that there are hidden recipe for this? I am unsure. As a oh, okay. Yeah, but they're going to be way more advanced though. They're And I'm definitely not going to just make whatever the other item is to get compacted coal. What do you mean surface is on you? Yeah, well, like Zord said, it's not that they're alternate recipes; they are byproduct of other recipes. So they are other ways of getting compacted coal, but they're not recipes to make compacted coal. So they won't show up as a recipe for compacted coal. Yeah, I didn't I didn't look hard, but I also looked, and yeah, it. All right. When it is the only product, 5 gold, 5 sulfur, you get 5 compacted coal at 25 per minute. Yep. And I need to make 360 of them. So I am looking at and I'm going to need to do that 4 times. So I am looking at a significant factory. Yeah. I may overclock it to get a number that divides by 36. You know, like 36. That would mean 10 machines. Okay, I can't do 72, so... all right. I think I'm gonna go in my creative world and see what I can blueprint for this. Because I get the feeling this is going to be something I'm not going to want to build every single thing every single time, because it's gonna get really tiresome. So how many can I fit 5 like this? Two, three. Ah! Really? Not quite. Let's test something. Can I force you? Yeah, okay. I'll be able to do it. There we go. There's 5. Actually, I don't want to put that there right now. I should probably have tested something first. Oh, cool. When you paste a recipe, it actually puts the... Okay, where did I screw up? Oh, I need to have them. Right. Advanced game setting. Item. Shard. Give me a stack. Now here's the part I should probably have. If that works. Okay, that's all here. So that's 360. Tier. So it's 60, 120, 240, 40. So that's going to have to be a tier 4 belt. And yes, it does clip through the elevators down there. And I don't care. Okay. Uh, da, 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 da. Okay. Actually, let's, since I've got the space, enjoy the lurk, Club. Do I have the space? This should be able, this should be good with tier 3. Ah! Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna care. Okay. Barring a mistake on my part, I have my compacted coal module for All right. Let's see. What that's going to look like. Huh. Okay, then how did I... Oh, okay. So there's... So, if I want to do something about it, I can lower that 1. And they'll be even. But then they'll be uneven from that. So there's not... Okay, I can't win, so I'm not going to even bother trying. Um. Right. You are not. You're act. Might be able to do this. Might be able to force the issue. And oh, you know what? Yes, I can force the issue. No, I can't. Okay. So you're off from the center, so I'm going to use the center line here. Um, hmm. Okay, that's full. But I can move it above. I can run it above. Except for the fact that it's going to have to be under there. Okay. So, next step is bringing sulfur here. Probably 720, since that's what it is, which is going to be a tier 5 belt. I'm not going to... You normally need 15, but we're not using that much at this point. Fine. So I could, in theory, take over that. But no, that's dedicated for this. I'll take over it lastly. I could have done it into 8 machines, 45, across 2 shards machine for a 180 overclock. Yeah, I could have. 5 machines fits in the blueprint, so that works for me. I use. I would have needed 16 power shard. This only uses 10, so there's a gain on the in that direction, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, the hover pack doesn't really keep the momentum. Especially not when you hit something with it. So you'll come down here. Because of that, you will go. I mean, it's not like I'm using that to lining to connect it. This is just to. that I just built. I could have sworn I heard you build something. What if I started here? Oh, you're not dead? Now you're dead. Oh, right. I'm outside of, Now, here I have a decision to. So that's not gonna work. All right, well, that's going to be worked on tomorrow. And everything's been unlocked. So. Alrighty. Thank you very much, everyone, for dropping by and keeping me company. Thank you, Zorth. Thank you, Akla. Thank you, Greenwood. Thank you, anyone else I may have missed. I'll be back tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, for more Satisfactory, continuing to work on the this belt to make the compacted coal. So I hope to see you then. If I do not, I hope you have a good week, a good weekend when it arrives. And a next year joke. You too, Zorth. And if I don't see you my next game, I'll see you when I see you.